Andrea Ray, Contest Coordinator, and we're here at the AQS Grand Rapids Quilt Week, and I'm here with Pam, who took second place in the hand category for her quilt Suddenly. Thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you, Andrea.
Can you tell us, what was your starting point here on this quilt?
It's original design, and I began with the idea that I would like to work with 3/4 inch squares and develop a larger composition with that small element. And in my work, it's quite improvisational. I did not have a pattern. So piece by piece, it kind of came together. And at the end, after the hand quilting in a floor frame, suddenly it was a quilt. So that's how
Thus the name
was incorporated. And I have to give my husband credit. Wayne assisted in one of the design steps. Over towards the end, I was looking at the quilt on the design wall, wondering, is it done? Shall I proceed? And he came in and said his eye wanted to see something in that upper corner. And I said, well, then what might that look like? And he said, well, something pointed. So that's kind of how that little last element came to be, and then I couldn't imagine the quilt without that little piece.
Right.
So.
Now, this is your first time entering an AQS show, correct?
Yes.
First time. And second place.
Second place. Quite a thrill.
Absolutely. You know, we have so many people who are nervous about entering a show for the first time, thinking, oh, my quilt's not good enough, I'm not sure. What would you say to somebody who might be nervous about entering an AQS show?
I would say that in my experience, I thought that it was a nice opportunity to be able to share the quilt with others and have the learning experience of the entry. And that's kind of how I got over my own butterflies about an AQS entry.
Absolutely. Now, you actually got the winning news from your husband, correct? Because I left a message because you guys weren't there.
Yes.
So tell me about that phone call.
Well, that phone call was just totally out of the blue. The real honor for me was making the show. And when he called with the good news of the entry, I was just pretty stunned and tears of joy and surprise. It was a lovely phone call.
When we were talking, I saw this on her lapel here, and I tell you, it's adorable. Tell us about this.
When AQS sent the package with the contestants' ribbon, I thought, well, Mom will be accompanying me to the show, and Mom needs to have a ribbon also. So the ribbon says AQS contestants' mother.
Well, but it needs to have winner added on to it.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm very proud of her.
So tell me, what is the appeal in hand quilting versus machine quilting?
Oh, for me, the appeal of hand quilting is just the whole process. I really like the activity. I don't use a pattern. I kind of decide where the stitches are going to go right in process.
Right.
And I don't know, it's just to me, it's a very pleasing process. And the other thing is that I should mention that I feel really privileged to have been studying with Gwen Marston for the last 5 years. And Gwen introduced me to hand quilting in a floor frame. And that is just, it's really rewarding to do that and watch things progress.
Now, your husband actually builds frames for your wall quilts too.
Yes,
right?
He's a woodworker artist and comes up with some very imaginative wood frames to frame some of our smaller works. Sometimes he'll build the frame first and then I will build the quilt, or it'll be the opposite way around.
Well, what a perfect pair.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun working together like that.
Absolutely.